I left Brisbane around 7:30. Perfect weather, clear skies, cool air. One of those Queensland mornings where everything just feels easy. The motorway heading north was surprisingly clear too. No chaos, no stop-start traffic, just smooth riding and open lanes. Honestly, sometimes that alone feels like a win. There's something different about leaving early on a Sunday morning, before the city wakes up, before the traffic, before the noise. It almost feels like the world gives you permission to slow down for a while. This ride wasn't anything massive, no huge destination, no big adventure. Just a ride north with a mate, a lookout, a burger, and a reminder that the simple rides are usually the ones that you remember the most. First stop was Rob's place up at Mango Hill. Coffee first, obviously, and like every motorcycle catch-up, what was supposed to be a quick stop turned into talking bikes for ages. Bikes, rides we want to do, camera gear, YouTube stuff. The funny thing is, riders can stand beside their motorcycles for an hour talking about motorcycles, while looking at motorcycles, and somehow never run out of things to say. Okay, we've made it to the Wild Horse Fire Lookout, just down at base camp. Parked the bikes up. She's about a 700 metre walk up a fairly steep track to get there. So this might be the last shot of Rob we get in the upright position. He may be lying downwards. This will be him after we get there. Actually, it's probably, in reality, it's probably more likely to be me in that position. But we're going to give it a crack, and like true men, we're going to carry our helmets and packs and everything with us up there. So we'll see how that goes. Seems to be a spot for the trail bike riders and that to bloody come up and do a bit of riding around the forestry. Alright, let's have at it, see if we can make it to the top. After coffee, we headed further north towards Wild Horse Lookout. Now from the car park, it doesn't look that bad. You look up the hill and think, yeah, easy. That assumption didn't last long. Apparently the walk is only about 700 metres. What they don't tell you is that 700 metres uphill feels very different when you're a middle-aged bloke wearing riding gear. About halfway up, I was questioning every life choice that led me here. I'm pretty sure Rob was too. After surviving a heart attack, you become very aware of moments like that. Not in a fearful way anymore, more in a respectful way. You notice your breathing, your heartbeat, your limits, but you also notice something else. You're still doing it, still climbing the hill, still laughing, still living, and honest. The view from the top, though, worth every painful step. You can see for miles up there. Ocean in the distance, glasshouse mountains off to the side, everything quiet except the wind. Moments like this are hard to explain to people who don't ride. It's never just about the motorcycle. It's the reset button, the peace, the conversations, the silence. Sometimes it's just about getting out of your own head for a while.
Yes, on this week's episode, did we make it to the top? If there's no next week's episode, you know we didn't. They tell me the ambulance service is okay around here. We may need it. And here's Rob sprinting up the last 100 metres. Just look at him go.
Come on, we can do this!
We're very much hoping the top of this rise is the top of the hill. We're about to find out. Right, we've made it to the lookout. Got more shots to come when we get right up the top. And here we go, the final steps. There's some 3-year-olds that made it up here quicker than Rob. However, it's worth the walk. The view is great. Rob's about to strip off by the looks. We want to catch that on video, don't we? Look at that. Look at that manly physique. It's been round the block.
Yeah, just like one block. One block.
And over this way we've got the Glasshouse Mountains. There's certainly a spectacular view from up here. Traffic on the motorway is not so spectacular, and you may be able to just, I think, spot Brisbane way off in the distance there.
After recovering from the extreme mountain expedition, we headed across towards Palmwoods for lunch at Rick's Garage. And honestly, there's something about an old school burger after a ride that just works. No fancy food needed, just burgers, cold drinks and the bikes parked outside. Perfect. There's one thing I've learned after everything that happened last year: the best days usually aren't the biggest ones, they're the simple ones. Good weather, good roads, good people, and that's enough. The ride home started easy enough, but the closer we got back to Brisbane, the more the traffic built up. Eventually it turned into the usual motorway crawl. Hot engines, packed lanes, cars everywhere. Funny how quickly the calm disappears once you get close to the city again. But even with the traffic, even with the hill nearly finishing us off, it was a good day. And those are the rides I appreciate most now. Not the fastest, not the biggest, not the most exciting, just real rides, real conversations, real moments. And after everything, I'm grateful I still get to have them.